How are you going, ladies and gents? And tonight I'm going to talk in brief about Hitchcock's first American movie, the production of Rebecca in 1940. This movie was kindly donated to me by a fan of my channel, Christy Sellers, so thank you very much for this DVD. I enjoyed the movie quite immensely, actually. It was a good addition to the Hitchcock library of films, if you will. It's based on a novel, a gothic romance by Daphne du Maurier, a writer who Hitchcock used for his previous movie, Jamaica Inn. He based that previous film on one of her works too. And he also later used one of her short stories as the basis for The Birds in 1963. Rebecca is a romance slash thriller, and a very good one at that, about a young woman played by the sadly recently deceased Joan Fontaine, who meets and is whisked away on a whirlwind romance with Laurence Olivier's brilliantly portrayed Maxim de Winter. Upon arriving at Manderley Hall, his old stately manor, a creepy-looking mansion, she finds that he's tormented and obsessed with the memory of his late wife Rebecca, who's never seen on screen, but her presence is felt throughout this entire film, and it's a very atmospheric, very well shot, just very suspenseful movie, which is full of dramatic moments and memorable characters and performances. And Mrs. Danvers, the kind of untrusting, wicked what do they call it, housekeeper, who is distrustful of Joan Fontaine's character. I was about to say Rebecca there. Yes, she's played by Judith Anderson, and she does a great job. And this kind of character has become very cliche in films since this time. So dialogue like, "Oh, nobody goes in the West Wing. Nobody has been in there for years." Just this kind of film has become cliche over the years, but this does it very well. This thriller, and just the scene when Mrs. Danvers is trying to get Joan Fontaine to jump off the balcony to her death. Go on, do it. Nobody's watching. Oh, she's just a creepy character. And the last scene when she kind of sets the mansion on fire, she'd rather the place burn to the ground rather than let Maxim and his new bride be happy. It's a gothic thriller. It's a romance thriller. The performances are wonderful. It's much higher budget than his earlier films in his British career. The screenplay is good too. The script, yes, I'm not actually sure who wrote the screenplay for this one. It doesn't say on the DVD. I'll have to research into that. Yes, the production was overseen by David O. Selznick, who was a producer who worked on Gone with the Wind and many other classic Hollywood films, and he worked with Hitchcock on a couple of occasions, including this one, his Hollywood debut. And it is a really good way to start his Hollywood period, his best known and best loved period of his career. Yeah, this was the only Hitchcock movie to ever win Best Picture at the Oscars, actually. He didn't win for his directing, but the film won the award for Best Picture, the only time of his career, which is quite sad because I think he deserved more than a few Oscars during his exemplary career. Yes, please, if you haven't seen this one already, check it out immediately. It is an essential addition to his library. Wonderful performances: George Sanders, Joan Fontaine, Laurence Olivier, Judith Anderson, Nigel Bruce, who was in the old Sherlock Holmes movies as Watson, is in this, basically playing himself as Nigel Bruce. I don't have a lot more to say about it. It's quite a famous picture, and it is a corker of a film. Okay, this is Adam Walton. If you have any more movies you'd like me to request, please forward them to the comment section of my video, and have yourselves a pleasant day and a pleasant evening. I'll be back with some more reviews soon. This is Adam Walton, signing out.